Are you thinking about relocating to Sugarland? Are you trying to learn a little bit more about Sugarland, Texas? Well, in this video and blog post, we are going to be talking about Sugarland, Texas. Hi, my name is George Lacey, broker owner of Joe & Co. And here at Joe & Co., our goal isn't just to be your realtor, but to be your resource. So let me go ahead and show you how we do that. We're going to jump on over to the blog, and we are looking at a post called Sugarland, Texas, where I share a handful of my knowledge with you about Sugarland. So it's going to be a really good starting point if you're just now trying to discover, explore, and learn about Sugarland. So let's make my face a tiny bit smaller. So on the blog, you can use the search feature, or you can use one of these fantastic buttons to learn about a different city or suburb of Houston. And then you also have this category feature. Now we, on the right side of the screen, we're actually in the Sugarland category, but I want to show you how easy it is to use the search bar. So you search this up and you can see we have a handful of blog posts about Sugarland and even blog posts about all the different neighborhoods in Sugarland. So our goal for 2020 is to blog about every single neighborhood you might want to know about. So if you are looking to learn a little bit more about a neighborhood, and you can just go over to the blog and type it in and see if we have written that blog post. So we're trying to type those out as fast as possible. So hopefully we will have the one you are looking for. But the blog post we're going to is this one right here, and I think I have it pulled up, so goodbye Jordan's face. And so this is a really good overview and a really good starting point for y'all. So I also have a blog post that's called Your First Visit. So that's one of my favorite blog posts, and in this blog post, it's going to show you everything you should check out if you're coming to Sugarland for the very first time. So I have it broken down. The very first thing I threw on the list were the restaurants. So there are a handful of really amazing restaurants. Well, a little bit more than a handful, but there are some really amazing restaurants in Sugarland, and I featured 5 of them. So Fish City Grill, Live Oak Grill, and a handful of others, and I kind of give little explanations. Definitely you need to go check out the Sugarland Town Square. When I talk to people on the phone and I know they're coming somewhere, going somewhere for the very first time, and they aren't quite ready to purchase, one thing I tell them to do is, you come to our city and I want you to type into your phone, so like Google Maps, I want you to type into your phone somewhere you love to go, whether it is, I can't think of examples right now, Target, Starbucks, Taco Bell was the only thing that came to mind. But wherever you like to frequent, that's kind of like a chain type place, I would type it into your phone and see where that is. Or if you fall in love with the house, how far away is the grocery store? So Google Maps can be your best friend along with these blog posts. I also featured a handful of food trucks. So you have Barbecue Roll House, Sauerkraut Food Truck, Tony's Chat House, What the Philly, Desi Bites, Steak Spot, Creole Flavor, Sizzling Gyro. So tons of really good restaurant and food options in Sugarland. So that's one really amazing thing about Sugarland. You will not go hungry. So places to experience. You have the Houston Museum of Natural Science, and I've been here a lot. There's even a planetarium. I used to live on that half of town. I don't live over there anymore, but it's definitely a fun city and a fun area to explore. So I really love this museum. Then you have the Sugarland Town Square. So this is where you're going to do your shopping and your dining and maybe check off a little bit on your to-do list. It has tons of upscale stores, boutiques, some are indoor, some are outdoor. Again, tons of restaurant. And then you have the Marriott Hotel. So I've attended a handful of events there for real estate. So it's a really nice area to experience. And then you have the Sugarland Ice and Sports Center. So that is like an indoor rink for ice skating. And then you have the Fort Bend Children's Discovery, and I feel like the last word is museum. I'm pretty sure I've taken my kids here before. So it is a children's museum, and it is a really neat place to experience if you have children, probably like 12 and under. And then you have the Houston Funplex. So there's arcade, bowling, go-karts, roller skating, and so much more. This is a really good place for evening time, in my opinion. And then you have parks. Parks are probably my favorite thing. If you're not new to the channel, you know I love to bike, I love to hike. If you're on if we're friends on Instagram, you definitely know I love spending time outside and spending time with my family. They're really important to me. So parks are a top priority for me when I'm relocating or thinking about, I'm not relocating and I haven't with kids, but in my mindset, and if I were you and I was thinking about relocating, these are definitely things that would be a priority to me. So if I'm visiting somewhere, I definitely like to know where the parks are. So you have Oyster Creek Park, Brazos River Park, and this even has disc golf. I don't know if you're into disc golf, but you do have disc golf at that park. Sugarland City Park, Colony Bend Park, and I don't know how to say it, Cullinan Park. So 750 acres at that last park. So tons of beautiful scenery at all of these different areas, walking trails, barbecue areas. There's even a rose garden, water features, tons of playgrounds. These 5 parks, I think you should experience all of them if you are in Sugarland and you like to spend time outdoors. Not on the list is I feel like it's not on the list, but you definitely have to experience the, what's it called? Farmers Market, Sugarland. You can see my whole search history. So the Farmers Market at Imperial. So this is like the old sugar factory type place, whatever it's called. So Farmers Market at Imperial, definitely would recommend checking this out. Did you see all the waterways in Sugarland? If you love water and being around water and nature, Sugarland could definitely be the place for you. The number one reason why someone would relocate to or consider Sugarland is because they want to be close to downtown. So whether you're working in downtown Houston in one of the high-rise type buildings, or you're a doctor or a nurse or a lawyer, Sugarland could be a really good option for you. Maybe you work in the college system. But see all the waterways in Sugarland? How cool is this? So there are tons of amazing neighborhoods in Sugarland. I definitely think you should check out Sugarland. I don't know why my screen or I'm being a spaz over here, but really, really beautiful. Now, I listed a handful of neighborhoods that I think y'all should check out, and I broke them down with descriptions. So you have Alcorn Bend. I feel like I just want to say Acorn. So you have the neighborhood pools, parks, tennis courts, and walking / jogging / biking trails. You can see the price point up here, and you're getting larger than normal lot sizes. What's cool about this website is you can click and open up and see homes for sale in that particular neighborhood. Obviously, there's none in here right now. See if this works. But I wanted to show you one more option. So more, trying to see if I can find the open house option. I rarely do this on my personal webs. Oh, there it is. Open house date. And then next week, let's see if there are any online. There are not any online. So today is Tuesday, January 4th. This is a really bad day to look for open houses, but you have that option to look for open houses by clicking this button right here. So I think that is really cool, and I wanted to make sure you know about it. I think one way to really experience an area is check out the open houses. So then you have Avalon at Riverstone, or I just call it Riverstone. You are going to get a really good price range in here. This neighborhood is really master planned. Tons of swimming pools, splash pads, and even one that overlooks a community lake, parks, trails, tennis courts, and fitness center. Brazos Landing, Colony Park, Greatwood, I love Greatwood, Imperial, Lake Point, New Territory is awesome, Point Royale, Riverstone again, Sugar Creek, Sweetwater, Telfair, Venetian Estates, Williams Glen. So here are those buttons to open houses. So they are individually on the list, so you technically don't have to do all that searching, but there is that there, and you can modify these lists for your price point. New construction options in Sugarland. So Sugarland does not have a lot of new construction options. You have Avalon at Riverstone, Hartford Landing at Riverstone, Majestic Point at Riverstone. So this button will take you to all the new construction, so you can check out model homes, everything like that. So how many options? So we're seeing 9 options in Sugarland. So that is not a lot. I definitely know that. Sugarland is not necessarily the place to go if you're looking for new construction. I think Katy, Cypress, and Montgomery County are going to be your best options for new construction in the Houston area. or Missouri City. So Missouri City is really close to Sugarland. You would have a similar commute. You have a ton of new construction options in Missouri City. So you can click on that link, and then right here is the name of the neighborhood. So Sienna, Dry Creek Village. Sienna is the most popular. It's huge. It's master planned. I shouldn't get off on a tangent, but part of me really wants to talk about Sienna in great detail. But Sienna is beautiful. You're going to find lots of home options in Sienna. I will not tell you what time it is right now, and I definitely should be taking a shower and going to bed. But so this button right here will take you to all the Sugarland related posts and tons of other things, comparing the neighborhoods of Sugarland, what's the weather like in Sugarland, best neighborhoods in Sugarland, things to do in Sugarland, our relocation guide, which is a tab up here I'm going to show you, and then 10 things you did not know about Sugarland. And then so this blog post that we're looking at is your first visit to Sugarland, and I also have this blog post for a handful of other areas. So if you're not just looking at Sugarland, maybe check out one of those other blog posts. So that's where we came from, the very top of the Sugarland blog post. I talk about the 4 award-winning master plan communities, which we went over them already, and check out the typo, but Riverstone, Greatwood, New Territory, and Telfair. And then we talk about the relocation guide. So here is, of course it's not going to load. Here's a relocation guide. This is another really good resource if you're looking for something that's really easy to digest. So I have put a handful of resources in here for you. How to move to Texas, why you should live in the Houston suburbs. Those 2 are videos. Steps to moving to Texas, and how do property taxes in Texas work. Those are blog posts. And then learn about Sugarland. So I have the YouTube playlist for Sugarland, 10 things you didn't know about Sugarland, best neighborhoods, things to do. We kind of went over those already. And then a handful of other resources. So this is a really neat option if you want to simplify and learn about Sugarland or any of the other cities. This button here at the top of the blog will take you over to all of our relocation guides and all of our ebooks. So a little plug for YouTube here and scheduling a call with me. So we're 12 minutes in and I'm not done yet, but if you would like to talk with me, schedule a call down below or send me an email. Those are the best ways because I might be in front of the computer recording a video or showing a house. So scheduling a call with me is the best way for me to give you the attention that you deserve. So definitely recommend scheduling a call with me, but I wanted to gloss over these really quick. Those are the relocation guides, our new ebooks from the end of last year, and then our original ebooks. So for 2020, we're still going to be focusing on the blog and the YouTube channel. I'm a little ebooked out, but if you have an idea for an ebook, just shoot it on over to me, and I'd love to put it together for you. And those are those items. And then to talk about the fun places to experience, which we already went over those, but you can't forget Sugarland has a minor league baseball team. So it's called the Sugarland Skeeters. So that's definitely something you should check out if you're into baseball. Maybe you have young children that you want to, expose them to baseball. That would be a really cool option for y'all. So I just linked to a lot of stuff we've already talked about. Talk about the food trucks, 10 things you didn't know, and the YouTube channel. So that is the best blog post about Sugarland, your best resource. I really recommend checking that blog post out and all the other links. So again, my name is George Lacey, broker owner of Joe & Co. And at Joe & Co, our goal isn't just to be your realtor, but to be your resource. So in a second, there's going to be a couple of videos popping up here that YouTube thinks you should watch. And then if you look down below, everything is going to be linked down below. So this blog post, every single thing I talked about, the link to my search website, the link to my blog, the link to the YouTube channel technically. So if you click on my face or my name, that's going to take you directly to the YouTube channel. And there you're going to see a ton of videos about the Houston suburbs. So I don't just focus on Sugarland, but I focus on all the Houston suburbs just because I know that you have different needs from the person that I last spoke to. So it's important for me to be able to give you everything you need to make a very educated decision so that you can plant your roots in the right soil. I have this big fear about people making mistakes, and I don't want you to make a mistake. So my goal is to give you as much knowledge and information as possible. So I really hope you reach out to me and schedule a call with me. Again, all of the links are down below. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.